Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Arsenal Football Manager series. This is episode number 28 now, and I think we're going to start off today's video with a bit of an apology that I've not uploaded this series for quite a while. We're kind of bordering on about 2 months now, but as some of you know, I do work in a hospital. We've had a very difficult winter with COVID. I'm in quite an important role in there, but fingers crossed, it's now beginning to calm down a little bit, and I can put a little bit of time back into this YouTube channel. But I hope that you guys are happy to see this series return. If you are, please do drop a like on today's video. That would be much appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're coming up towards that 1,000 sub mark now, which would be absolutely amazing. So today we're going to be playing PSG. I'm going to do a quick rundown because I've not uploaded this series for a while. For any new viewers that may come across this video, I'm going to do a little quick rundown in terms of how we've done in the league over the last couple of seasons. So this is season 3. We've pretty much only just started. We're 7 games in. We'll talk about that in a second. But in season 1, we finished second in the league. We lost out by a point to Man City overall, which was heartbreaking. It was on the last day of the season as well. And then last season, we lost out by 3 points to Liverpool. We went on an absolutely terrible run towards the end of the season. It really messed up our title chances. We should have won the league last year, whereas the season before, we did really well, but we were kind of never really quite there. We never hit top spot, but last year we really should have done the business. This year we're doing okay. We've not done too bad. We'll have a little look at the results that we've played off camera. I believe in the last episode, we played Tottenham and we won by 2-0. So since then, we've had 4 games off camera. We beat Shrewsbury by 2-0 in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. Has our draw been made for the 4th round? It has. We're going to be playing Sunderland at home. We then got a draw against Brighton, which was pretty disappointing. Brighton seems to have been our bogey team throughout this entire series, and we've just never managed to get the better of them, especially at the Amex Stadium. So a 1-1 draw there. Neil Maupay opening the scoring for them in the 34th minute, and then our centre-back, Milinkovic, got an equaliser midway through the second half. Our Champions League campaign has started with a victory in Kiev by 1-0. Bukayo Saka grabbing that goal in the 27th minute. And then in the final game off camera, we beat Burnley by 2-0. So it's decent form to start the season with. If we take out the friendlies that we played at the start, we've had a few draws, especially in the Premier League, which is a little bit disappointing. But we're hopefully beginning to pick it up again now. We've got PSG today in Paris in our second group game of the Champions League. And if we look at this table, PSG actually lost their first game to Club Brugge. So they're kind of in the mud a little bit at the moment. Bruges have 1-1. They beat PSG by 1-0, and they drew 2-2 against Kiev. So if we can beat PSG in today's game, we'll really take control of this group. Now in the Premier League, as we saw, we're 7 games in. We're currently sat in 3rd place. You can't judge the table too much at this stage of the game, really. We're not far enough in. But 3 wins, 4 draws is a bit disappointing. We are the only team, though, in the league that is undefeated. So at this early stage, that's quite a surprise. 13 points, 2 points behind leaders Man United, who've won 5 of their 7, but they have lost a couple of games. Could this be the season? That's going to be the thing. Let me know in the comments what you think. Can we make it 3rd time lucky in the Premier League? Mo Salah's the top goal scorer in there at the moment with 8 goals for Liverpool. He's doing incredibly well. Now, if we have a little look at PSG before we play them, there's a notable absence from their squad in terms of Kylian Mbappe. He is no longer at the club. They've still got Neymar. They've signed João Felix as well from Atletico Madrid. I don't know how much he went there for. 100 million they signed João Felix for. So he's obviously Mbappe's replacement. He's their key player as well. Captain is still Neymar. I believe he's about 30 years old now. Yeah, 30 years old. Still got incredible attributes, though. I'd love to have him in my squad. But if we have a little look at Kylian Mbappe. So Kylian Mbappe is now at Barcelona. And I think he's been there for a couple of years. Yeah, he went there for 173 million in Season 2. 12 goals in 26 games. Not that impressive, but he started okay for Barcelona this year. 5 goals in 7. But again, another player that's got incredible attributes. 170 odd million transfer. £450,000 per week he's on. I mean, we've not got players anywhere near that level. But let's not focus on Mbappe for now. Let's focus on PSG. If we can win this group game today in Paris, that would be incredible. And they would really be in trouble in this league table after 2 games. So I'm hoping that we can get the win. This season, like I say, we've been doing okay. We've got a few draws in there. Defensively, we seem to be really, really good, but we're not scoring as many goals as what we've done in the past. So it's going to be a kind of swings and roundabouts about how we get on today. Okay, so the only game of today's episode then is against PSG. I normally do 2 per episode, but I'm just trying to get back into it. And 2, at the moment, the games in the Premier League, the cluster that we've got throughout September, are not particularly interesting. So I thought I'd just bring you the big ones today. So this is how we're going to line up. Leno starts in goal. Tierney, Gabriel, Milinkovic and Bellerin at the back. Sandro Tonali will partner Thomas Partey in midfield, who's having a really, really good season so far. Wasn't so good in Season 2, but this year he's really picked it up a bit. Saka on the left, Pepe on the right. Aouar will sit just behind Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who has still been doing okay. I don't think he's going to score as many goals this season. Last year, of course, he scored his most goals ever. 27 in 36 for us. 2 in 6 so far this year. He's not quite hit the ground running, but he is 33 years old now. Some of those physical attributes are beginning to go down a little bit. I may be looking for a replacement in January or, of course, in the summer. Odsonne Edouard is flopping as usual. I think we're going to have to sell him, guys. I really do. He's not been good for us in his history since he's been here. 2 in 17 halfway through Season 1. 5 in 20 in Season 2. He did get 15 overall, but he scored most of those in the Cups and 1 or 2 in the Champions League. None in 4 in the Premier League this season. He has got 1 in the Carabao Cup against Shrewsbury. So, not particularly impressive. On the bench today, Saliba, Max Aarons, Taylor, Darun, Martinelli, Szoboszlai, and that man, Odsonne Edouard. Let's get into today's game. Fingers crossed we can get a victory against PSG. So here is that PSG lineup. They've got João Felix. They've got Neymar on that left-hand side. David Neres. They've still got Marquinhos as well at centre-back. There is our lineup once again. And I would imagine that PSG are going to be the favourites here. I'm under no illusions that they're still a fantastic side. But when you take Mbappe out of their squad, you know, that's kind of a big loss for them. Right, come on then, boys. I've just told them to basically pick up on how they've been playing in the last few games. Potential bruised shin for Gabriel. He's one that we are going to have to keep an eye on at the back. But I'm not sure what kind of result I'd take today. I'd maybe take a draw in Paris. I'm just going to encourage the boys ever so slightly. See if we can get a chance. But we're zapping through this first half. We're already half an hour in. But we've got the ball with Aouar. He tries to knock it forward towards Aubameyang, but PSG will clear up that mess and they'll have it with Garner all the way back to Marquinhos. Nice little bit of football from them. Verratti still in their squad as well. Here's that danger man, Neymar, and that's a great save from Bernd Leno. Out for a corner on the half-hour mark. That is really the first chance, or first decent chance, that's been created in this entire game so far. So coming up towards half-time, still no further highlights. We're kind of holding our own at the moment. We've had we've had exactly the same amount of shots on goal and those on target. The XG is pretty similar as well. They've picked up an injury as well, and they've got a few bookings. So we'll maybe look to get at them a little bit in the second half. But bit of a dull game so far on the first game back on YouTube. Let's hope for a good second half. So I just told the boys at half-time that we're doing okay, but there's more to come from them. We believe that they've got what it takes. Do we just fire the boys up a bit? Let's fire them up. Here's Spinoza for PSG. Back towards Kimpembe. We've not had our own particular highlight yet. Here they come, though. João Felix, who, you know what? I'm quite happy for him to drop into those midfield positions as long as he's not particularly getting forward again. But PSG have got a bit of space on the right. Ball's sort of going astray at the moment. We're defending okay. Can we nick it? Yes, we can. Here's Aouar driving towards goal. He's in. Is he going to shoot? He is, and he scores. Hassim Aouar. First goal of the season, 55 minutes in, and we take the lead in Paris, which could be massive for this group. Aouar just nicking the ball in midfield, doing all the work on his own. I thought he was going to look to square it to Aubameyang, but he wasn't really in position. Went himself, and that is absolutely fantastic. 1-0 to Arsenal in Paris. Now, as it stands, that would leave us top of the group. I've just noticed that Sandro Tonali is having a really poor game on a 6.3. So we may look to take him off, and now we're going to take him off anyway because he's going to get sent off. Second yellow card for him, and that is a little bit of a letdown. With 25 minutes to go, we are going to have to change things a bit. Right, I think what we may look to do is we will... How's Pepe playing? He's doing all right. Saka's not playing brilliantly. We'll put Aouar in the left, drop Saka into here, and we'll take Saka off. Bring on Martin Darun and play him as a... What shall we play him as? Let's play him as a ball-winning midfielder. A defensive ball-winning midfielder. We'll keep it like that. Maybe we'll stay positive, but we will start to look to waste a little bit of time very soon. I can rely on Darun. I think he's a really good player. I know we picked him up in Season 1. He was key in the squad, but can we get another goal here? This is Aouar, ball into the box. And have we got a penalty? I think we're going to have a penalty. It looks as though it's been a handball by one of the PSG defenders. It's going to VAR. And the penalty has been awarded. This could wrap the game up for us. And I'm sure it's going to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to take it. And he scores. Bottom left-hand corner. PSG 0, Arsenal 2. And the 10 men have really, really dug in here and put ourselves in a fantastic position with 20 minutes to go. Really happy with that. Great penalty from Aubameyang. We just need to hold on now. So there is another highlight straight away. We just need to make sure that we can keep hold of this ball. Here's Kieran Tierney. Pumps it downfield. Aubameyang does really well to win that header. Partey into Aouar. Trying the long ball there. I am going to change tactics soon, hopefully, and be a little bit more cautious. That's a big tackle from Darun. And he's been sent off as well. And we are now down to 9 men. I've just said how much I can rely on Martin Darun. And he's let me down. He's let me down big time. I haven't got any more midfielders. I think what we're going to... Right, what we're going to have to do is we're going to bring Aouar into here. Let's play Aouar in central midfield. We may take Pepe off. I'm just looking at who we could potentially bring on in his place. We could bring on Szoboszlai for Pepe. And then maybe just put Szoboszlai in a midfield role. I'm trying to think who I want to marshal the middle. We'll have Thomas Partey as a... Can he do a ball winner? Yes, he can. He can be a ball winner. We'll have Szoboszlai as a deep lying playmaker on support. And then we'll put Aouar on an advanced playmaker support. Just try and solidify us a little bit. And I'm going to change Aubameyang's role to a deep line forward. We don't need any more goals, so I just need him to kind of hold the ball up a little bit for us. Out of position, I think we'll leave the same. We'll do a little bit of time wasting. Let's lower this tempo down, and let's lower the passing directness as well. We'll give the team talk. Say we've got faith in Szoboszlai. He's improving really, really well. And we've got 15 minutes to hold on here. Aouar with a tackle. Straight back towards Sergio Roberto, who hits one harmlessly wide. Just going to tell the boys to focus up a little bit. That's a pathetic throw-in from Bellerin. But we've got it back, and Bellerin's on this right-hand side. Gets into the penalty area. Is he going to go down? No, he finds Szoboszlai. We're still getting forwards. But then they clear the danger. Back towards Gabriel. Tierney. Aouar once again. You know, we can still have an outlet on the break. Here's Kieran Tierney, but there's nobody in the box. Aouar. Back to Thomas Partey. Likes to hit them. And it's blocked. And now look at all our players that we've got upfield. Why have we got this many players up? It's Angel Correa going through. Good save by Leno. Right, I've just added a few more defensive roles onto our players. So we've got now, instead of having wing backs, we've got full backs on defend. Aubameyang's pretty much isolated up top on his own for the next 10 minutes. And we should, hopefully we should be okay. You know, we've got more defensive duties on players, but the clock's going to run down. 2-0 in Paris is an absolutely massive result for us. And that will be the full-time whistle. Fantastic performance. Really, really good. Deserved to win the game as well. More shots, exactly the same amount on target. A little bit less possession. The players that have got sent off have let me down a little bit. But I'm going to do outstretched arms. Proud of the performance. Nobody gave us a chance. Absolutely massive result for us. Really, really good. What a performance. Unfortunately for us, Tonali is going to be banned for the next Champions League game. Darun is going to be out for the next Champions League game as well. We get a couple of million in the bank for the win against PSG in the Champions League. And as it stands, that puts us top of the group on 6 points. Obviously 6 points clear of who I deem to be our main threat in PSG as well. So that's really good. We're looking to progress in this competition. Of course, the objectives from the board aren't that ambitious this season. Reach the first knockout round of the Champions League, so just get through the group, really. And in the league, they only want us to qualify for the Europa League. So there's no pressure, really, on this side whatsoever. We're more than capable with the squad that we've got. But guys, we will leave it there for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. It's nice to be back on YouTube. We'll play a bunch of games, and we'll find one or two of the more interesting ones to come back for in that next episode. But guys, if you've enjoyed, please do drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next one.